So it's December in Western New York, and so I have a lot of downtime right now. I'm used to shooting 2 or 3 listings every day, and now I'm down to like 2 a month. You know, now until the end of March, I'm gonna be really chugging along, you know, not much work. But that'll lead me to like the 4th tip on how to become a successful real estate photographer. But the number one thing that is going to make you a successful real estate photographer, and you are entering, like if you're watching this and it's December, or it's towards the end of fall, that time of year, you're in a perfect time to practice. What's going to make you a successful real estate photographer is having amazing images, being able to show potential clients. Every single realtor out there is a potential customer. And so if your quality of work is superior to your competition, or superior to what the realtor can do on their own, that's your best chance. I mean, you could have the best marketing strategy, you could have the best customer relations, you could be the best. I just thought I saw a bald eagle, guys. There's a bald eagle. I'm gonna try to get that on film for you guys while I'm doing this. Wow. So we're out here hiking. Like I said, because I got a lot of time, which is great. I love this time of year, you know? So, what was I saying? You could have the best customer service, you could have the best marketing, but if your product isn't any good, your business is gonna fail. Thank you. So make sure that you're practicing. I highly recommend learning the Flambiant method and doing your own editing. Don't start off your real estate photography business doing HDR and then sending your images out. Learn how to edit yourself. Be in control of that part. All right, the second thing is gonna make you successful as a real estate photographer, which is this is really high up there. I mean, obviously the first one we talked about is having the skill set. You gotta be able to take good, clean images and being consistent with that. But the second one, that is just as important, and I'm still learning this is a challenge every single time, is making sure you know what to shoot. Oh, wow. We got a pond right here. It's kind of hard to see. But when you walk into a house, or when you first show up at a house, knowing what type of exterior shots to get, you know, dead center at the front of the house, one to the left, all 4 corners in the back, all that kind of stuff. And then getting into the house, when you walk into the house, you know, getting right to work, knowing how to shoot a kitchen, what angles to get, how to show the space, showing rooms adjacent to each other, all that kind of stuff. That's just gonna take practice. But just basically walking through, having the mindset of you need to help show this house, you need to help the realtor sell this house. How are we gonna show this in the best possible light? Oh, here we go. We're gonna climb up this big hill. It's a big mountain. So practice that. I'm gonna start doing more tutorials on what to shoot, what angles to shoot, your shot list basically. So that's number 2. Okay, this next one, I think we're on number 3 now. What's gonna make you a successful real estate photographer is being consistent and being punctual and delivering your photos on time. If you're somebody that can't deliver when the client needs them, then they're not gonna be able to rely on you and you're not gonna get consistent business. So I don't always tell them I'm gonna be able to get them back the same day, but I typically do. I'm trying to get everything done. Like if I have 3 shoots that one day, I go out and I come back home and I just get all 3 listings done that day. And that's why it's important to practice and become really efficient and fast at your editing. And people are gonna argue about this, saying, oh, I just shoot brackets and then I send my work out and I get them back the next day. But going back, make sure you don't start your business like that. Make sure you know what you're doing. So being consistent and having good time management and arriving to the house and the listing on time is gonna be huge for you, and that's gonna give you credibility, and they're gonna be able to trust you to always deliver on time and get to the house on time. Okay, and the final tip that I can give you to become a successful real estate photographer is your networking ability, your marketing ability. How are you going to get the word out that you are now a real estate photographer? My recommendations, getting a website. If you can't get a website right away, at least get a Facebook page and start posting your work, even if it's work of your own house, and just letting people know that this is what you do. Start reaching out to your friends that are realtors and asking them if you can shoot a house. Tell them you'll give them a discount since it's your first one. You got to get something under your belt. So once you start working for other realtors, your work goes on the MLS. Everybody sees it, which is a good thing, because then other realtors see what other realtors are doing and who they're using, and they all talk and they all know. And after a while, word of mouth is going to become your biggest marketing tool. I don't know how many times I've gotten work for like 2 hours away because somebody knew somebody who knew me, who did work with me, and so they referred me to them, and that's how it is. So you'll slowly start to grow your business. It doesn't have to be super slow. The harder you work, the faster you can get up and running and become full-time. And if you're stuck in a 9-to-5 grind where you don't like, just start sticking to it. Just put your foot down and start building that clientele base like I did. I worked for, consistently 20, 30 realtors throughout the year. On the busy season, total, my clientele is like in the 90s now. Not every one of them uses me every single time. Obviously, I wouldn't be able to handle that type of volume, but I stayed pretty busy in the busy season. And then, of course, if you live in an area like me where it slows down in the wintertime, that's actually a good thing. Just make sure you're saving enough so you can live comfortably during those dry times, So I hope this helped. Remember to check out my other tutorials on how to shoot the flambient method. I've made it super simple, at least I hope so. But leave me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. We got tutorials coming out all the time, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.